Now we cross over to our colleague Laban Shaban, who has been casting a spotlight on the wrangles at Visa Oshwal here in Nairobi. Laban, take it away.
Thank you very much, Ibra. Actually, before we air this report, it is important to note that Visa Oshwal Primary and Junior School is in a perfect storm. If we were talking about a ship in the ocean, we will say the school is in the doldrums. Three-pronged problems that are sucking life out of the institution include ownership wrangles, battles of mismanagement, and also court decrees that the current managers of the school should vacate. The Visa Oshwal Shri community now wants the government to move, and as they move to reclaim 4.1 acres of land, they want the school to move by April 20th, 2026. Why April 20th, 2026? This is very strategic because during that time, the school will be on holidays. The Shri Visa Oshwal community say this now will help them minimize disturbance during this time. We have new information. During the first installation of this report on January 17th, we enumerated the problems, the plight of the parents who wanted expedited reconstitution of the board of the school. Today, we have new information. Let me not divulge much. Take a look.
A 70-year-old title deed, at least 5 court cases, and now a 3-month countdown to eviction. Visa Oshwal Primary is a school fighting a war on 2 fronts. On the outside, the Shri Visa Oshwal community is moving in to reclaim the prime multi-million shilling plot in Parklands.
But question is, how is the money being used?
On the inside, the institution is cannibalizing itself.
And we are just wondering that if now we don't have support from the government and maybe the community are continuing to push this, how are we going to handle this?
3,000 learners are currently held hostage by a crisis of management. For 4 weeks, the school has operated on life support after bank accounts were frozen, owing to wrangles of management.
The school is running, but there are several activities and major ones that need finances to run.
The board is a ghost, and the public school status granted after the Asian community initially owned the land is being stripped away by a relentless legal onslaught.
And we don't know why right now they want the school to be moved from here, while the school has been here for many years. We have a new head teacher. We don't know whether the new head teacher is the problem or what, but the school can't move.
The air turned toxic with the arrival of the new principal, David Omondi, but the rot goes deeper than the head office. A Ministry of Education audit has exposed a 5 million shillings black hole. The report points a finger at the former principal, who served as the school's chief accounting officer, citing unaccounted funds during a period when the school's debt to creditors ballooned to 6.6 million shillings. The auditors can't even confirm if those debts are real.
So it is causing a lot of tension, and we are requesting the ministry to come in and assist us.
The physical evidence of this rot sits on the school grounds. A bus acquired for 5 million shillings has degraded into a scrap valued at just 500,000 shillings, a 90% loss in capital value. It now requires 1.2 million shillings to revive, a repair burden 2.4 times higher than the vehicle's worth, leading the Ministry of Roads and Transport report to officially declare the asset uneconomical to repair. But the audit reveals a board that mastered the art of the double play, Documents seen by NTV show the former management secured a 5.5 million shillings loan by formally declaring Visa Oshwal a public learning institution, a status that should have shielded these children from eviction. Yet as the old guards faces the heat of the audit, they have pivoted to a private status to stall the wheels of justice. The school is now trapped in a financial conundrum, bound to repay over 140,000 shillings every month for a loan they took just months ago, even as the 5 million shillings they withdrew and procedurally vanished unexplained. While the public calls for immediate arrest, the path to the courtroom remains bogged down in red tape. When pressed on whether the file will be forwarded to the DCI or the DPP, a ministry insider privy to the audit details explained that the report is currently being used as a strategic tool for administrative reform. The insider, who requested anonymity due to the sensitivity of the dispute, clarifies that the ministry is following a deliberate step-by-step process, ensuring a new board is legally seated before the hammer of prosecution falls.
So as I told you, we are handling one thing at a time. Okay. So for now, that report is the one that you shall use on the issues of board. Then after that, it moves to the next level.
While parents scream for justice, the Shri Visa Oshwal community has dropped the ultimate legal hammer. A 5-page notice branding the current occupation unlawful and unauthorized. They cite res judicata, the legal principle that the matter is closed. They won in 2005, 2014, 2022 and 2024, but the school is exploring appeal to keep the case alive in court. With the previous management cornered by allegations of financial rot, the sudden revival of a dormant eviction notice is being seen as a calculated survival technique. A ministry insider suggests this move is no coincidence, but a defensive play, while the ministry is preoccupied with reconstructing the board.
So we are suspecting that now there are issues when they are being questioned. Then they are now going to the Asian community to revive the case.
The bank accounts freeze was recently lifted, but it's a hollow victory. Without a functional board to sign off, the school reps say the money sits idle while the infrastructure crumbles and crucial operations are hindered.
Our students, our learners are supposed to undertake their examinations, and all this requires monetary support. So we are requesting the Ministry of Education, especially the CEB, the regional director, to move with speed and ensure that we have a functional board.
But the ministry says the school can still operate the accounts.
When a board is not functioning, yes, I'm the official from the ministry. Is mandated to operate the account until such a board is in place.
The deadline is now cast in stone, April 20th, 2026. The community intends to seize management during the school holidays because of what they call minimized disturbance.
The dilemma here is not about who owns the soil or who signs the checks. It's about whether 3,000 children will have a desk to return to come May if the key stakeholders are entangled in a long-standing dispute. Laban Shaban, NTV, Nairobi. I'll definitely stay on this story to keep you abreast with the latest developments. For now, we take a short break. We'll be back with an in-depth analysis of the state of education in Kenya and more stories with Ibrahim Karanja and Helen Aura.